All right, another coffee, another insurance finance conversation. Here we go. Just to validate the pain first, we've all been there. Your FP&A team has spent months building a beautiful, mathematically sound 3-year plan. The models are clean, the growth targets are set, and the business units are aligned. And then January, July, renewals hit, reinsurance capacity shrinks, attachment points move, and suddenly your net premium retention looks completely off from your forecasts. It feels like you're building a house and the foundation is still moving. And if you've ever been there, you're not alone. Yeah, when the reinsurance market hardens, it's crazy, right? It's one of the toughest balancing acts in reinsurance, in insurance corporate finance today. So today I want to open up a conversation about how we as finance professionals can shift from being reactive to being truly strategic when reinsurance market hardens. Okay? So to begin with, let's try to address the core problem. The underwriting versus finance silo. Typically, when reinsurance costs spike, the immediate reaction is siloed. Underwriting looks at risk appetite, actuarial looks at burning costs, and we in FP&A are left trying to figure out what will be the impact in our rolling forecasts as well as, our ROE targets. But here's the thing I've noticed working through the cycles. The biggest risk to our strategic plan isn't actually the price of reinsurance. It's the lag time in our internal decision making. When the market hardens, we can't just treat reinsurance as a passive expense in our P&L anymore. It becomes a primarily constraint of our capital allocation. Okay? So we have to think about this. What will be the solution then? That's a good question. I don't have it, but I have ideas. Three collaborative moves here. I'll bring three collaborative moves. So, how we tackle this? In my experience, there are three practical shifts we can make as FP&A in our workflows for a strategic plan. First, we have to co-author the scenarios. Instead of waiting to the final treaty to land, FP&A needs to sit down with reinsurance brokers and underwriting teams months in advance. We need to model three distinctive thresholds, distinctive capacity thresholds long before renewals. So the executive team already knows the playbook if our capital gets constrained. The second thing, we need to track capital adjusted return. If a specific line of business suddenly requires more net capital because of our reinsurance retention going up, its original combined ratio target is no longer the right metric. We need to help the business see the true capital drag. And third, we have to build dynamic flex budgets. If reinsurance costs consume a larger share of our gross written premium, where does the operational elasticity comes from? That's a good question. Identifying the levers early keeps us agile. Well, look, there is no single magic formula for this. Every balance sheet is unique and every risk appetite is different. But I'm incredibly curious now to hear from your teams. How are you managing this? When renewals come back higher than expected, that's what's the very first lever your finance teams are pulling? Do you adjust your targets? Do you look at optimizing expenses elsewhere? Let's talk about this. Just drop the comments below and let's start this conversation, right? And yeah, I usually read all the comments, so it would be lovely to hear about you, like to know something better. If this collaborative approach to insurance finance resonates with you, hit the subscribe button. Let's figure out these complex financial markets together, okay? Well, thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one and I'll chat in the comments. Thank you. Bye.